There were a couple. I would say the deep shot, one play touchdown, I think, on our second drive from Trevor to T. That was a kind of a timing shot play. The ball has to be just at the right spot, exactly the time the wide out is, something we've really been working on. So that was executed very well. The offensive line did a really good job giving him protection because it took a little bit longer. So that definitely stood out and really kind of got it going there for drives 2, 3, and 4 to lead to some touchdowns. And then after that, it was just a little bit hit and miss, not consistent enough for where we want to be.
What about your offensive line play during the scrimmage? What did you see there?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I'm watching the wideouts and quarterbacks, so we'll go back as a staff and really watch it. I thought there was times we did a good job in protection, good job blocking, but overall, too many sacks and TFLs. We play a lot of guys. I mean, there's 15, 16 offensive linemen up there, and Coach Swinney does a good job of really mixing the groups offensively and defensively. So it's really hard without watching the video to know exactly where those sacks and TFLs came from. Also, they include the running backs, tight ends, wide outs. There's a lot of things that go into it, but overall not consistent enough for where we want to be.
Speaking of tight ends, what about Jalen Lay? Where do you see him right now, where he's at?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Jalen has been much improved from the spring. That was something I was interested to see, how hard he worked this summer. But really, I think for the first 5 or 6 days, he showed a lot of improvement catching the ball, which is something that we've really challenged him. He's been banged up a little bit, hadn't been able to practice the last few days, but I would say he's off to a good start and really improved from where he was when he left this spring.
Has there been any shuffling at the wide receiver position for the first week or so? So you guys maybe playing better than you thought, or maybe shuffling guys around?
We've been moving guys around a little bit. I think DeAndre has had, he's been as good as any wideout in the first 8 practices. He is really confident. He's playing fast. He's done a really good job in the slot and did a good job today on a few important things. Cornell Powell's a guy who made a couple big plays today. He's a guy that's really stood up. T and Ross continue to work, get better. Joseph Ngata is a guy, he had a good day today. He's continuing to get better. And Ngata's a guy that we've kind of moved around from the boundary position and the field position. He's done a pretty good job of picking that up. Frank has done a good job. He was banged up, wasn't able to go today, but he's made some plays as well. So I've been pleased overall with the group, and today made some big plays. Had 1 or 2 drops that really would have made it a great day for our group.
What do you see from the running backs, especially now?
Yeah, Travis has been doing really good. Strong runner. I mean, he's looks better than he's looked since he's been here. The guy that probably didn't get a lot of attention, but it's going to be a major factor for us this year is Darian Rencher. He knows what to do. He's a hard worker, very consistent guy. Much like Hunter Renfro coming in as a walk-on that really didn't have a lot of people's attention, then became a factor. I think with our depth and where Darian has put himself, he's going to be a guy that we're going to count on this year, and we're not going to have to slow down what we're doing when he goes in there. But the freshman backs have had flashes, Dukes and Ches. Have had flashes. They're kind of going through that fall camp deal right now, getting a little bit tough. Linjay's done a really good job. It's just the consistency of getting his assignments down, but he's been explosive. So really like that group, and I think we're going to be in good position at running back.
Sorry.